All right, it looks like we are recording.
And we here. We back. We back in San Antonio.
We survived Austin. We survived the treacherous 6th Street. And now we're back here in the studio. How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling? Now you're not lost in the woods.
I was never lost in the woods. Let's get that straight.
You was a lost little boy.
No, I was never lost. I had my phone. I had my watch. I had my GPS that was glitching. But I could have set a pin out, and that's what I did. I set a pin, and I got picked up.
You was Little Red Riding Hood looking for your grandma's house.
No hoods. But it was humid, and I was sweating my ass off. That is for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty hot on 6th Street, but I had a good time.
Very good time. Shout out to our host, Mr. Walks on Water, for giving us a spot to stay and for showing us a good time around the Austin streets.
And shout out to the cat making biscuits.
He made biscuits on you all night.
All my black t-shirts have fur on it. I condemn all cats.
You need a lint roller, sir.
That wouldn't even help. I threw away the shirt as soon as I got home.
You could use it as a towel.
Nah, I don't got
Dried
time.
yourself off.
I ain't got time for that. But like I was saying, this episode 9, Tales from the Crib, coming live from your mother's house with your host,
Chico Grande, and my co-host,
Jesse J and Lex. So we ain't gonna flex. We ain't gonna waste your time. But guess what? Your mother is showdown fine.
But we need to get you caught up on what's going on in the world, what's going on with us. It looks like it's episode 9. Looks like our last episode is out. So if you want to check that last episode, it was a groundbreaking episode, the Austin, Texas episode. We might get a little bit into what we did in a little Austin recap towards the end of this episode. But our last video is at 68 views. You need to go in there and get it and pump it up. Send it to your friends, send it to your mother, send it to your sister.
Yes. Please turn it up. We making progress. We getting views. Everything have views. We have one episode with what we have.
Our first episode has 205 views, so we have our first video making the 200 club.
Let's get it.
We got our third video with our special guest Chelsea. She has 175 views, so that video is doing pretty good. Our video one before that, They Hate Us Cause They Ain't Us, is currently at 92, so it looks like that's going to be hitting 100 real soon. But we need you to bump up our last video, get that one in the 100 club, and then eventually we can see where we can end up on this.
So you know already how we gonna start this off. We need you to like, comment, subscribe to Tales from the Crib podcast. You can find us on
Instagram. You can find us at Tales from the Crib 210. I'm gonna go ahead and show the graphic right here. It has the QR code, so if you need to, you're watching it on your TV, go ahead and pause your TV, scan it with your phone, pull us up, and give us a follow. That's where you're gonna get all the updates, all the times we put out for requesting if we need a guest for the show. It's gonna be on Tales from the Crib 210 on Instagram.
Yes, and please follow me on Twitter, Felix Supreme 305. Once again, Felix Supreme 305 on Twitter.
And I'm at Papa O'Block. And I'm going to put that on the screen right now as well, so you can go ahead and pull that up and give us both a follow.
All right, and let's start the show.
Well, let's see what we got here first. It looks like your favorite artist, number one artist.
Who?
Blueface.
Oh,
He's
yes.
getting in some beefs.
Well, how did the song go? It wasn't Tatiana. Was it Tatiana?
Yeah, I think that was your anthem.
But it's all right. It's okay. He finna get his ass whooped, though.
By who?
The greatest rapper of all time.
Oh, my God. The snitchiest rapper of all time.
Mr. Rainbow Kid Hair himself, 6ix9ine.
I think that was what Jesus was going to be for Halloween this year.
He is short, just like him.
About the same size, we dye his hair a little bit. And put the fake tattoos on his face. He's going to be looking real good, but he might get beat up in these streets.
we gotta protect him.
Blueface said that he actually wants to fight 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine said that he's broke. He made fun of him. He did a skit where he was saying that he can't afford a chain, so that's why he got tattooed on his head. Blueface said, forget all that. Let's get in the ring, and I'm going to show you who's the real man right here.
Blueface is a one-hit wonder. It's okay. 6ix9ine out here dropping hits.
I think he had more than one hit. He had that one song with DDG, your other favorite artist.
That song gets fired, but
The Calabasas, or what is it?
think
Moonwalking through Calabasas.
Moonwalking in Calabasas. That song gets fire.
Yeah, and that song has millions of views, and he has a handful of songs with a few million views.
You know, I mean, Blueface has a lot of good songs, but still, you know, I think he bit off more than he can chew. He talking to the GOAT right now, 6ix9ine. He ain't
6ix9ine hasn't responded though. So what happens? 6ix9ine want to say this, 6ix9ine want to say that, but when it comes time to get in the ring, he's nowhere to be, nowhere to be seen.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna have him backpedaling just like he did McMills.
You know what I could see 6ix9ine doing? It's gonna be like in that old movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodsport,
Oh Lord.
when he's fighting the master, and he goes and he breaks the powder in his hand and throws it in his eyes. And then he's going to try to take him out. He's going to try to do some cheap stuff.
Nah. Speaking of cheap stuff.
Blueface is going to uppercut. Left, right, uppercut. He's going to smack him down. And then 6ix9ine's career will be over.
It will never be over. 6ix9ine will forever live. But speaking about people that's still alive, thank God he made it back to America. You heard about Lil Baby?
I did hear about Lil Baby. I heard Lil Baby was being escorted by his dad, James Harden. You know, and I saw that. No, it was actually, there was a scary moment in Paris.
Oh my God. It wasn't
Lil Baby was walking through the streets of Paris, and he looked, and his chaperone, James Harden, was nowhere to be found. He looked left. He looked right. He panicked, and he turned around and he goes, "There's my daddy."
That's my daddy. Stop playing.
There's Daddy James.
That is
He's holding me.
That is too far.
Hey,
No.
But did you see what happened? And they're walking the streets later on again, and then
why are they
Daddy's boy gets in trouble.
Why are they around each other? It makes no sense.
They're best friends.
I guess so. It does. It still doesn't.
They said James Harden rocks the baby to sleep every night. Lil Baby, excuse me. I can't say Da Baby when I reference him because there actually is Da Baby.
James Harden needs to be in the gym working out, losing that gut.
No, he's sipping lean and hanging with rappers. He's doing the opposite. Brooklyn is losing in the first round next year. Kevin Durant is messing up with Team Olympics. We'll get into that later on. But it looks like all the Brooklyn players look like they're past their prime.
I know. And with Kyrie Irving, you never know. Is he going to come to work today or is he not?
Is his chakra going to be off? Well, who knows?
Speaking of chakras off, you heard about another fight that was going down this past weekend?
I heard that they just basically decided that they were going to make Celebrity Deathmatch a real thing. It was you remember the fake, what was it, claymation show back in the day? It's basically real life now.
Hell yeah, let's get it on.
Let's get it on. What is it? What do they say
Celebrity
at the beginning?
Deathmatch.
It was about a good, clean fight or something.
I need a good, clean fight. No kicking in the balls. I think he said.
I think you threw that in there.
Nah, I'm thinking of Patrick Beverly.
But Meek Millie, Philadelphia's champion, wants to verse Astro World Travis Scott.
Oh my God!
They got into it at the club. They started throwing bottles. I think they even slapped each other.
They both need to calm down before I call Tory Lanez. He gives them both the 1-2.
Tory Lanez, you can't even see Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is not big enough to get in the club.
And that's the funny part. You don't know who's gonna be Tory Lanez. Is he coming with the baldy? Or is he coming with the hair? You don't know. Shout out to Rogaine.
Shout out to Rogaine. His shit is looks like when you get it tattooed on. You ever seen the people that go bald and then get their head tattooed?
Yes.
That's what it looks like. Or like when Carlos Boozer. You remember back in the day when Carlos Boozer painted his head with like shoe polish?
Lord.
And it made it look like he had like someone Sharpied permanent marker on his head. I'll put a picture here. It is going to be hilarious. It looked ridiculous. It still gets brought up to this day.
You will never let him down for that.
But who you taking in that fight? Meek Mill versus Travis Scott. They go. We're talking boxing. I don't think none of them know how to MMA or do bare knuckle fighting. So let's just say straight up boxing, going a few rounds until one of them gets knocked out. Who's winning?
I got my money on Travis Scott.
Are you kidding me?
Meek Mill can't fight.
You basically are such a Meek Mill fan that you bought a fake Dream Chaser chain from Walmart and you wear it around the city. And you're not going to back up your man Meek Millie?
Stop trying my life. He dissed Rick Ross. So fuck him.
I mean, a lot of people diss Rick Ross. This is common these days.
You fuck with the boss, you take a loss.
Oh my god. Rick Ross needs to put out some new music to stay relevant. All he does is sell wings these days.
Remember that? Hey, we not sponsored by Wingstop, but just right now, if you're hungry, get them Wingstop thighs.
But who are we officially sponsored, not sponsored by?
Twisted Teas.
I just took a great drink. It was super refreshing.
Of course.
Official sponsor, non-sponsored, Twisted Tea. Get a case, get a cup, share it with your friends, share it with your mother. Have a drink while you listen to this podcast. Go ahead and, set the mood with some Tales from the Crib and Twisted Tea.
And don't forget the Black and Mild.
Black and Mild, that's how you even set the mood to the next level. There's levels to this shit. Just like...
Speaking of shits.
No, level. You know who has levels to this shit?
Who?
Drake.
He's the GOAT. Next to 6ix9ine.
Drake act like he's gonna go to Bronny's game. Like, I'm gonna support my friend LeBron. I'm a fan of his son, and I'm gonna be here. But then we found out, false motives.
He's always out there.
He's always out there with something planned. He's plotting. He's always calculated. He's out there for Bronny's teammate's mother.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
I mean, I didn't think this woman was real. I saw a picture of her, and she's built like a Mack truck.
That ass is fat. I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna ride that roller coaster, sir?
We gonna ride that all the way to...
You gonna get Dodger Stadium for that roller coaster?
I'll ride it all the way down the Great Wall of China.
You would risk your life for that.
Risk my life for the booty.
But is this gonna set unreal expectations for this regular man out here? These women's gonna say, "You taking me to a movie theater while Drake taking this girl to a stadium? You a bum."
First off,
lose my number.
First off, we feeding bad bitches chicken nuggets around here. Ain't got time.
Oh my god, no chicken nuggets, man. We can't be doing that.
And if you play right, I might let you make them spicy.
Oh, but see how we said that little baby got in trouble? Let his dad down, James Harden. You try to watch over your kids. You try to teach them right from wrong. But, sometimes they just got to find out on their own.
Oh, Lord, what happened?
You can't be having the pack with you.
Oh, yeah, he got caught with what? He caught with like 20 grams.
I don't know, but he got released.
It was simple.
I heard they just slapped him around, did a cavity search, and then they let him back.
I heard it was like you do 1 year in jail or you pay 5 stacks.
Yep, and he was like, oh, he had to borrow some money from James Harden. No, I'm just kidding. We know everyone knows he's wealthy.
That's funny as hell. Now, imagine if they would have found the weed on James Harden.
But you know what? I heard that it was a collusion here. That someone set him up.
Caruso?
No, not Caruso.
No. Alex Caruso in these streets?
You need to exchange. Make your vocabulary wider, sir. You need to pick up a dictionary.
I don't know. I mean, I heard Alex Caruso got that bad.
No, but basically they think it was a setup. Logan Paul snitched on Lil Baby since they had that beef. Where Logan Paul said Lil Baby wouldn't be here in a year, and Lil Baby's like basically the biggest artist in the rap game besides Drake.
Logan Paul hasn't been alright since Floyd Mayweather put them hands on him.
Nah, that was a draw. That was lame. I think it was all fake. I think they both did it just to get some money.
He held him up.
But Logan Paul snitched on him once he apologized. I think that's how he fake apologizes and then set him up.
That's why you can't trust these white people.
Is that what Logan and Jake Paul are?
I think so.
They're full on whiteys.
Might as well be.
Extra crispy.
He not black.
Oh, but speaking of having a bad day, what happens? It's the end of the day. I don't have no kids. Do you have any kids, sir?
I don't have any kids, but I do support single mothers. We love the single mothers.
We do have the single mother program here at Tales from the Crib. Get in contact with us on our Instagram at Tales from the Crib 2.0, and we can learn how we can help you today.
Ooh, yeah. Single mothers, hit my line.
But basically, say you pick up your kids from school, you're getting them some McDonald's, and you know what's going on with their 4-piece?
They forgot the sauce.
They gave them extra nuggets, the leafy nuggets.
Ooh, the green ones?
The green, the skunkity skunk.
We talking about that Shark Lotto.
Shark Lotto?
That Poison Berry Kush. Bet you even know what I was talking about.
I was like, sir, where are you going with this?
different strands, but don't worry about that. You know what? I don't even know why she mad. She should have just pocketed it, rolled something up.
I thought like maybe the person was like there and they were like, I'm gonna give him a real Happy Meal toy. We ran out of toys, but I got this.
Do you think that person got? Do you think they found out the culprit? Would you man up for it?
It depends on how many people are working. If they're like in the day, you know, maybe they have like 10, 15 people working. You can just say, I don't know, and maybe get away with it. But if it's like 3 people working and one's the manager and then it's between you and one other person and this person's like, nah, it's not me, then you're kind of screwed. So
Nope.
it depends on the situation.
Lie, lie, lie. And if the lie don't work, continue lying.
But so how would you feel? You know how you know if you're ever living in apartments or a home, you may have a dog, you may have a cat, your neighbor may have a dog or a cat. What would you do if your neighbor's animal bit you? Would you like go off on the neighbor? Would you know what you doing?
I'm kicking the animal and I'm going off on the neighbor. You owe me some money.
You owe me some. You're gonna sue him for mental anguish.
I'm devastated.
What type of mental anguish would you have if the scariest thing in life happened?
Mental
You get mental anguish.
Mental anal?
Jesus, no sir. Censor yourself. I might have to beep that.
You said.
But I said, what if the scariest thing ever happened to you? So you're going, you maybe got bubble guts. Maybe you had your second chili dog when you should have only had one.
That's why you don't fuck with the chili dogs. Stay with the chili. Stay with the hot dogs.
Chili's so good. But anyways, you go and you plop down, and you're like, ooh, I'm about to let this go. And then you feel a sharp pain in your genitals.
You know what?
What do you think happened? Did you think you A, shut the lid on it? Do you think you B,
shut the lid on it?
It happens, man. It happens. Did you A, shut the lid on it?
Who shut the lid?
Did you B, sit on a nut
Ooh,
and pop it?
That hurts.
Or C,
Ooh,
was there an animal, alligator, reptile that bit it, your genitalia?
Ooh, I feel that in my stomach. I feel that.
Which one would you think happened?
Some bit me in the balls. See, but that's why every time I look in the toilet, I look down.
You never know what you could find there, especially, with you being from Florida. There's actually times where gators and snakes have come out of the toilet many times.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, basically this person's snake got out, went to the neighbor's house, made a house in the toilet, waited for this man to plop down. And I don't know if he got all the genitalia or just a little bit. But apparently he got bit.
Oh, man. And guess what? If that would happen to you, Gavin, at my house, you would have had to die. Because ain't nobody sucking it out.
That's what a real friend has to do.
We ain't friends, Gavin. We not friends.
I got the venom. You're going to have to take it for the team.
Nah.
It's just like, if you ever got stung by a jellyfish, the only way to heal it is to have one of your friends pee on you to sanitize it.
I would gladly.
So, no, I would gladly R. Kelly you, sir.
I would gladly.
Golden showers given freely. No, but if you get stung by a poisonous snake, you got to suck that venom out quick. So, if you're at home by yourself, you may have to knock on the door for a neighbor. But, stay healthy out there, my friends.
And I'm gonna get Gavin's shoe collection.
No, never that.
And the Star Wars collection.
No, you can fit my shoes, and you ain't cool enough for that. So let's see. We got covering a few things here. It looks like we're 18 minutes in. We're getting the ball rolling.
Cooking.
Make sure if you're still listening right now, you need to go ahead and like the video. Give us a comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us maybe things that you want to hear us talk about. And remember, Tales from the Crib 2.0 on Instagram if you want to be on the show. There is a waiting list. Spots are filling up.
I know. It's going like crazy.
The only way to make yourself stand out is to get us more subscribers. I know a lot of people out there, they just watch on their phones, so they're never logged in on their YouTube. That's why we're getting 200 videos or 200 views on a video, but we only have 15 subscribers, and this is garbage. So if you want to be on the show, you need to make sure you actually log in one time for your life and subscribe to our channel, and maybe get us a handful of other subscribers, and maybe you could be featured too. Maybe you could be here live with us in the studio.
Yes, please. Give us that HBO special, that Help a Brother Out special.
I mean, they got to do something, list is getting full. You got to make yourself stand out. You know, it's like a job interview. Are you just going to be another person in the stack? What are you going to make yourself, you know, how are you going to make yourself stand out? Get us subscribers.
Do that.
But let's see. We got, you know how they always say technology, you know, eliminates positions as things get more advanced. Robots are doing the work and the people get fired.
Pretty soon, it's going to be like iRobot.
Basically. There'll be no jobs for people besides service jobs.
It'll be I Am Legend. I'll be Will Smith, and you'll be my trusty lucky dog.
But police dogs, also known as canines, are getting put into early retirement.
Yes. Let's get it.
And it says that the legalization of weed, or marijuana as you may know it, is the reason for this. You know, a lot of states are passing it. They're not needing the dogs for that. So with these dogs not being needed, they just get to go into early retirement.
Let's go. No more dogs. I don't got time for them. I don't got time for the canine unit. I don't got time for you trying to sniff out my car.
Sniff your those canine dogs are crazy. They want to sniff your butt and see where you've been.
I remember one time I got pulled over by the cops, and it was like my old car, and I had weed residue everywhere down at the bottom of my seat. And the cop was like, "You want me to bring the canine out so you can sniff your car?" I'm like, this whole car smells like weed. It's weed everywhere. It's weed residue in the back, weed residue in the front. And he was like, "I'm gonna let you go."
I'm gonna let you go
because you being honest. I was like, "Good day," but damn, fuck them dogs.
But when you say weed, you really mean incense, correct?
Black and mild.
Exactly, black and mild. But it looks like here that a man was finally freed after robbing a taco shop back in 1981. They gave him life for robbing a Taco Bell.
This better been the best bean and cheese burrito in the world.
I wonder if they even let him keep the food. They're like, "No, sir, you don't even get a bite. We're taking you in for life."
That's crazy, man. If I would have been this 80 since it was like 1981 to now, that's like 40 years for a taco. This taco better been amazing.
You might as well pay the couple dollars. I mean, back then it was probably like 50 cents.
That's messed up. I could have gave him the money. He should have hit my line.
But you know, we try to pick things up here at Tales from the Crib. We're bringing videos soon. You know, we actually got the program. We're learning how to use it, but we're not going to put out a video episode until we're fully confident in our recording and editing of that to give you a proper content. So we might still have a couple videos of the audio podcast before we switch it up to the video, but it's still coming. Just to let you know, we're working on that, and we'll see where we're going to end up. But someone who thinks that he can average 25 per game is speaking up. Which player am I talking about? We're talking about NBA news.
Are we going to sports already?
We're going to touch on it. We're going to touch on this one thing. We'll talk about some other stuff, and then we'll go back to NBA news. But this is just a one quick NBA tidbit. We're going to call this our NBA tidbit.
It's in the shooter.
No, but it's another Laker.
Kyle Kuzma?
Kyle Kuzma.
Oh my, this bum. He's a bum.
The Eminem lookalike.
He just
the man more worried about his hair than his game.
Isn't he a Kardashian?
No, Kuzma's not a Kardashian.
Plays like one.
He plays like he has the Kardashian curse.
Yes, he does. He needs to get traded. We do not need him on the Lakers.
I think, you get rid of Kuzma when Chris Paul, after this season, if he doesn't want to stay with Phoenix, get him to the Lakers and get rid of Schroeder, get rid of Kuzma, and get some other role players.
This is looking like they should have kept Brandon Ingram instead of keeping Kuzma.
In the long run, yes. But Brandon Ingram didn't even have that great of a year last year.
He's still doing better than Kuzma. He's at least consistent.
Because he starts and gets more minutes.
Kuzma's
I don't know. I kind of believe in Kuzma. I kind of don't. I'm on the fence because I've seen him perform before, but I've also seen him this past year just look like absolute garbage. So
if he's garbage this year, he better knock somebody out.
Kuzma?
I need to see him knock somebody out.
You need to get him get him street fighting out there.
I need to see him.
Who could Kuzma beat up? Draymond Green.
Yeah. You can't even say it. Put some respect on his name.
Our official sponsor, non-sponsor, Twisted Tea. We're about halfway through a case, so excuse me if my speech is not on point, people.
Speaking about putting respect on their name, you know who not putting respect on USA name right now?
Who?
Nigeria.
I can't believe. So the other day we tune into an exhibition game. We're like, oh, the United States. They're only up by 5. Oh, you know what? They're just playing with their food.
You know, I thought it was gonna be Dame time soon.
I saw Dame time. I saw Bradley Beal. I saw KD, the Slim Reaper, out there, and I was like, oh, they're gonna turn it on. They're gonna turn on the Jets, and then the USA is gonna win by like 15 to 25. But lo and behold, some guy that I've never heard of before was taking Dame Lillard to the hoop like it was ain't no thing. And then the rest of his Nigerian teammates all acted like they were J.J. Redick disciples and hitting them with bang, 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 3 in the brain.
It was horrible. They was out there playing like the 2-piece Tuesday from Popeyes.
It was so disappointing. I literally was looking at the screen and be like, what would Kobe say? Kobe would have cut to Kevin Durant. He would have cut Dame Lillard. He would have cut Draymond Green. Because they all played like bums. Even Bradley Beal played like a bum.
It was horrible.
Shoot, Darius Garland played better than half of them.
But you know, hopefully they pick the game up. This is gonna be the last time they lose. Draymond gonna get on their ass. Well,
and Devin Booker supposedly is going to join the team after the finals. So, depending on how long that takes, he's going to eventually show up to Tokyo.
And he's gonna have to save our team, get us the gold. Because everybody knows USA is the best in basketball.
You think that Devin Booker would be able to lead Team USA? Or do you think that KD is still going to be the man? Because KD was the man last game, and he missed shot, miss. He give it to Dame, miss, make, miss. Back to KD, maybe you make, and then miss. It was embarrassing.
You know what? I was looking at the game, and I realized KD brushed his hair. So I was like, oh, we losing this game.
KD needs to come on home. He needs to go ahead and shave that head and just accept it what it is.
Nah, he needs to come back to the next game with a peasy back head. Don't brush it at all, and come the game ashy. That's when you know he for real.
Have you seen that meme where they like pause the TV and the barber's like, "I got you, fam," and he brought out the brush and started petting him, and he was like, "This is all you need." Oh my god, it was bad. Oh, I was watching you ever seen the mean tweets on one of the late night shows? Is it Jimmy Kimmel or one of the other ones?
What a show.
But they had the NBA players reading mean tweets, and they had Trae Young read the tweet where it says, Trae Young's hair looks like a lollipop that was dropped in on the floor. Trae Young's head looks like a lollipop that got dropped on the floor.
Oh my god, I gotta see that.
And he was like, but what flavor lollipop? I was like, man, if you don't... Trash.
This is exactly
Trae Young just need to shave his head down. It would probably look better shorter.
That'd be funny as hell. He looked like
an alien.
He looked like Jason Terry with handles.
Jason Terry got a weird little egg head.
Yeah, no, that's the funny part. He'd be a light-skinned Jason Terry.
That's why he always wore a headband to try to cover up the weird shape of his head.
Embarrassing.
Oh, but it looks like your favorite president. You know how people say like that's not my president. Well, that's what my co-host says when I talk about Joe Biden. He still supports Mr. Trump.
Well, what's it called?
And Mr. Trump is suing Twitter and Facebook for banning him. He said this is unconstitutional, and I'm not having it. I really don't care, but my co-host.
I'm pissed. I'm furious. I'm upset. I'm in the uproar. I'm about to write.
Because you haven't seen your leader tweet in a while?
I'm about to write a letter.
To who?
To the president.
To which president? The current one?
All 5 of them.
Oh, there's more than 5.
They all need a letter. This is a discrimination. That we need Donald Trump tweets. I need something to laugh at. Twitter hasn't been the same.
Trump is like the 6ix9ine of Twitter. Like, 6ix9ine's on Instagram. Trump is the 6ix9ine of Twitter.
I feel like this is the only reason why they're doing this is because Joe Biden's doing the same exact thing that Donald Trump is doing, and he doesn't want Donald Trump to call him out on it. Like, this is the same thing I was going to do, but you just changed the name. You're not a good president. You're Sleepy Joe. Go back to sleep.
You're Sleepy Joe. Get out of here. But I was checking out the news. Just trying to relax the other day. See what's going on with the news. And you know what? There's another scandal.
What's going on?
Another scandal. So apparently, it was another student teacher relationship issue.
These student-teacher relationships are getting crazy.
It's ridiculous. I mean, whenever it's a male teacher and a young girl student, you might as well throw that man underneath the jail. But how do you think when it's a female teacher and a young male student?
It must have been a bitch out there hating.
Who is hating?
It's always somebody hating.
Actually, what happened is the kid turned himself in.
What? He sent on himself?
Yeah. And you know what? They said, this is pretty odd. Did you feel bad? Were you pressured into this? Did she take advantage of you? And he goes, no. None of those are the answers. You know what the answer was?
She smelled bad.
No. He said her head game was trash.
She deserves to go to jail. Throw that bitch under the cell.
He said, I can't let you going around and giving this bad head game around this school. I'm going to put an end to it right now.
If I'm feeling teeth, you feel my feet.
You're going to kick her in the head? God damn.
No, we don't do the violence in Tales from the Crib.
No violence.
No violence, but that's crazy. Nah, you out here giving bad head. You deserve whatever punishment you deserve.
That would be funny if that was the law.
Hell yeah. You get bad head, you got to eat Jack in the Box for the rest of your life.
Wait, did you hear that? That sounded like a helicopter flew over Tales from the Crib headquarters. It might be our helicopter. Tales from the Crib might come from the helipad one day.
Big dreams manifested.
Oh, but I heard you know, I don't know if you see in the news that often there's cops acting up. They're not acting good, they're acting bad. But there was a particular cop who was at a wedding, and he was talking all kinds of stuff, even saying racist remarks.
What?
And he got punched out of socks.
He deserved it. Give him a good right, left.
He got uppercutted into the bushes.
What? I'm just mad. I wasn't there. I'm always ready to go.
You're mad that you weren't there.
Yep. I've been waiting.
We just would have been like wedding crashers. I don't even know these people, but I'm going.
I've been going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I'm ready to put these puppies to work.
Oh my God. You would lose in the first round, sir.
Hit a nigga with
welterweight.
Hit a nigga with the Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd doesn't knock anyone out.
He wasn't supposed to say that.
If you hit someone with the Floyd Mayweather, someone would just still be staring at you, being like, "What was that?"
Right,
that was a feather punch.
Nah, but for real, I'm not down with the racist talk. I don't care who you is. I don't care if you got a badge on or not. You finna feel these hands. Hit him with the Ryu. You get.
Speaking of fights, I saw we watched the Conor McGregor. And I even forget the guy whose name he fought. It doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. We just were watching for Conor McGregor to see him either win and celebrate all crazy or lose and cry. It was either going to be a glorious victory or glorious defeat.
And I know. And I also put my money on Conor McGregor, but I'm glad I didn't.
No, because he was kicking, and he kicked his leg off.
It was disgusting.
It looked fake. Like, he was literally just standing there, put a little bit of pressure on his back leg, and that shit snap, crackle, popped.
It looked disgusting. Like, he was walking on a peg leg.
Ugh. It's, like, if you ever seen, what is that stuff? Not Play-Doh, but like the silly putty. You remember, like, back in the day, they had, like, the pink silly putty?
The slime?
No, the silly putty. Not slime, silly putty. It would almost look like a flesh color.
I think so.
And you, like, could stretch it and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's what his ankle looked like, stretched out silly putty. That's what the skin looked like on his ankle.
No, who's the Sandman? And you just like stretch him out real far.
The Sandman.
It was like some toy. You can stretch him.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, for the old toy from like the 70s or 80s.
He looked like one of those.
Yeah. Someone in the comments tell us. We don't feel like looking it up, but we know what it is. But if you could give us a comment, let us know. But it looks like did we talk about Tristan Thompson?
What? Tristan, what is he doing? Oh, I heard.
Okay. So I don't know. You've seen Tristan and Chloe. They go back and forth. One day they love each other. One day they're having another kid. The next day Tristan's out with another woman.
Another supermodel.
It's crazy. Another day, another change. But apparently Chloe put on a bathing suit, got in the sun, put some water on herself, and did a seductive pose. And you know who commented?
Tristan Thompson.
Lamar Scrotum.
Lamar, what?
I mean Odom, sorry. What? I got used to calling him that in the Laker days.
Lamar Scrotum.
Because I wasn't a fan of those Lakers teams.
First off, don't ever disrespect the Lakers. The Lakers are the best team ever.
No. Not since Kobe retired.
But like
we don't believe in AD, Anthony Street Clothes Davis.
But like I was saying, I don't believe he did that. He did that for real? He commented on the picture?
Yeah, he said like looking good and a couple hearts or something like that, or hot, or I don't remember what he said. I'll put it up on the screen. I'll find the picture and see what they said, but it was basically something like where he said that she was hot.
He better stop playing before Tristan Thompson give him some other
Well,
rocks.
Tristan Thompson said a comment. He said something. He said something like,
you better pack up before I knock you out.
He said like, God saved you the first time you almost died. He won't be there for the second. It was something like that. I'll put it up on the screen.
I believe
it. But it was hilarious.
You can't mess with them Canadians. They're crazy.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's Canadian. That's a good catch.
And he's like 6'10" or 6'11". How would you even fight? Man, it's gonna be it's not gonna be like the celebrity boxing match last time when you seen Lamar Odom beating up on the little dude and his pants were sagging the whole time.
No,
it was embarrassing.
Oh, but I saw in crazy news that right now we had a pandemic. It sucked. A lot of people are needing jobs, and currently there is a shortage of pilots, and pilots are getting paid. Let me check this.
How much are you getting paid?
$247 an hour.
Ooh, you fucking lying.
I'm taking weekend courses. I'm gonna be a pilot.
I'm about to get laser eye surgery. It's going down like Young Jock.
You're like co-host. You could be co-pilot.
Nah, I need all my coins.
No, because you know what the main pilot does?
Nothing.
He sits there with his arms folded while the co-pilot does all the work.
It's like when you go to the doctor's office. You go there, you sit down, the nurse does everything. Then the doctor comes in there and says, "You have herpes," and he walks out.
I've never had that visit, but interesting to know for my co-host how his medical visits go.
Listen here.
Maybe don't follow my co-host on Twitter at Felix Supreme 305. You may not be in for a good medical visit afterwards.
Trust me, I'm clean. Check my paperwork. Like Juvie said, fax it.
That was trash. But I would definitely consider it. But I saw something on the TV, and I didn't know what it was. I was like, "What is this? Is this a music video? Is this a show? Oh, it's a trailer for a movie." And it looks like they're making a new Candyman. My co-host's nightmares are coming true. He was scared as Candyman as a child.
I was.
And now he's scared of Candyman as a man. I saw him shaking and shivering, staring in front of the TV. His eyes were locked. It looks like his palms were sweaty. It was like the Eminem movie.
It wasn't, but honestly, back when I was a kid, I used to watch this movie like a lot, religiously, and I used to be scared shitless. I was scared of him, and I was scared of Chucky. It was horrible. But now I seen the preview of this new one. This new one, it doesn't really look that scary. I might watch it.
No, if we go see that movie,
we're going in the daytime.
No, we're going at night, and I'm making you wear a GoPro.
No,
and we're gonna put it on your face, so that way when you get scared and your eyes get super big, we'll have a new image for our next video.
The disrespect. I thought we was friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it looks like we've reached 39 minutes of the show.
Ooh, we're probably up James Harden.
Yeah, we kind of breezed through our topics. A lot of the topics were kind of quick to give our thoughts on. We didn't really need to elaborate too much. We'll have a lot of fun pictures for y'all to check out throughout. But we need to, since we ran through our topics, we need to go ahead and do our Austin, Texas recap. We'll go ahead and make this our Tales from the Crib. So last weekend we went to Austin. We got to stay up there. We filmed a show. We had a great spot to film. We had plenty of drinks. Actually, so many drinks that our guest host, Walks on Water, aka Jesus, he barely made it. We took a Uber to 6th Street, actually I think New 6th Street, and the moment we got out, this man lost his lunch.
Couldn't handle his lunch. He threw up everywhere.
Couldn't handle his liquor. I mean, we were drinking from the whole time that, me and my co-host arrived in Austin. We were drinking throughout the entire show. We drank after the show, and then we called an Uber. And when we were saying we were drinking our official sponsor, non-sponsor, Twisted Tea, and we were taking shots. Shot.
Everybody.
Everybody except Jesus. Because Jesus actually lost his lunch as soon as we got there. But he did the unthinkable. He booed and rallied. He lost his lunch. He wiped himself off and said, "Let's get some more shots."
And then we partied all night long. Me, Gavin, and Jesus with his apple bottom jeans.
Did they have the fur?
The boots with the fur to match.
That is hilarious. We had a good time. We were at the new 6th Street. We were kind of checking out the different spots besides going to Dirty Six. And, there was some nice senoritas out there. And one of them was looking at my co-host. And, she was looking at him pretty crazy. I was like, oh, here we go. I'm about to set my boy up. He's about to get a alley-oop off the slob. But you know what he did?
I left because it was hot as hell.
No. He messed it up like Kwame Brown.
No, you know what? No.
He got off the floor like Kwame. He went ahead and he bricked it off the back of the rim. This was a tomahawk setup, and this man bricked it.
I was already petrified. We went to the bar and this white lady kept trying to touch me. She's like, "It's my birthday," and I was like, "Okay, happy birthday."
She thought you were Akon.
And she kept saying, "It's my birthday." I was like, "Happy birthday." She's like, "It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Don't you see it's my birthday?" I'm like, "Bitch, get the fuck out of my face."
She started singing Locked Up.
And then the funny part was, she was talking to me, and she was right next to this other black guy. And I was like...
You just moved out of the way and moved him into your spot and walked off.
I was like, get your chick.
Was it his chick?
I don't know.
You just made him take her.
I ain't want that.
But, we eventually made our way down to 36. We checked out a few places. We got some more shots. Shout out to the bartenders. Young Jesus actually knew a couple of bartenders, so we got some shots for free. So that was pretty dope.
He finally came through.
Coming through one time in his life.
Even though we lost him 5 or 6 times, it doesn't make no fucking sense.
But whenever you're shorter than the crowd, you do tend to get lost easy.
It made no sense. One time, we literally lost him for 15 minutes. We came back. He was sitting on the curb eating pizza.
And he's like, "I thought I told y'all. I said I was hungry."
Like,
and we're like, "No, bitch. We literally turned around and you're gone for the 5th time. And then we come back and you're stuffing your face with pizza."
I was ready to knock him out. Give him the good 1-2.
No, but luckily you didn't, because he was drunk.
It didn't make any sense. Every time we was walking, I had to look back, and I couldn't. Then I saw him. Then we walked through this crowd. He was gone.
And and then we finally found each other. It was getting. I think all the bars were closing, and we're like, "All right, it's time to go back." And I was thinking, we took a Uber there. Let's take just an Uber back and get there home quick. But we listened to Jesus's drunk self. And they said, "No, we're taking the scooters."
And I was all with it.
I was like, okay, I know it's not too far. That seems like fun. But I was like, I had been drinking for like 10 hours straight. So I didn't know if this was like really the best time to, do X Games. But that's what everyone wanted to do. And I didn't want to be, the one holding us up. So of course we did it. And we get on the scooters and, we're riding around. Everything's going good, but those things can go fast. Like it actually scared me. Like one time whenever I was on it, like I don't know if I didn't have my feet on it right, but I was like, this thing isn't going. And then I the throttle all the way down, and I literally popped a wheelie for like 5 seconds.
You gotta hit the throttle like twice. The first time you press it, it's not going. You hit it again, and then you just take off.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And when I did that throttle the second time, I did it all the way to the bottom. So it popped up. I literally did a wheelie probably for like 10 to 15 feet. And that scared the bejesus out of me. Because I was drunk out of my mind. And I'm not really a person that does wheelies on scooters. And I freaking rode along wheelie like I was in the X Games. So then after that, I was like, I'm going to chill out. I'm going to take it easy. And I'm following my co-host through the streets of Austin, and then this drunken crowd stumbles in front of me where I literally have to hit the brakes from like hitting this group of people. It was like a group of 10 people. I get off my scooter, I work my way through them, and I go into like where the street dead ends, and my co-host is gone.
Yep,
He vanished.
I was sliding through traffic like Drake at your mama's baby shower.
You were out there. It was actually a super humid day, and I saw on your Snapchat that you were out there riding through these Austin streets shirtless.
Hell yeah, I got hot as hell. I took my shirt off in front of a whole bunch of white girls. They said, "Ooh, some chocolate," and I was like, "You back away. I'm not your slave," and I took off.
We can't make this a habit, sir. Where you're actually, we usually film on the same table, but I had to kick my co-host to the kids' table because he decided to show up to the podcast without a shirt.
It's sure I told you.
Shirt off Sundays, I know. Because we were supposed to record Friday. We were supposed to record Saturday. Now we're recording Sunday at midnight, and the episode's supposed to come at 2 a.m.
But it will.
No, it's probably coming out at like 5 a.m. Because we still got to edit this mug.
And watch, you guys going to post a meme showing I'm dead.
Yeah, and then I'm going to probably, sleep for 50 hours.
But it's all right. But... I mean, it looks like we're coming to an end.
Wait, I didn't finish my story. Where was I in the story?
Oh yeah. You haven't got to the best part.
Yeah, so the group comes in front of me, and I'm like, okay, I think I know the way. And I go this way, I go that way, and I'm like, wait, this is like a dead end of the road. Like, I don't know how to get like across this bridge. So I'm like trying to drive to get to the other side. I pull up my maps. My maps has me do a circle like 3 times. I'm like, this doesn't even work. I was like, I had bad signal. The maps was all delayed, so I don't know if it kept on like being delayed on telling me where to go, but it basically was useless. And after like 15, 20 minutes of this malarkey, I said, you know what? This is what a co-host is for. I went ahead and sent the bat signal for my co-host.
He called me crying. He was like, I'm lost. There's nobody around me.
No, I wasn't like Draymond after he lost the finals to LeBron when he called KD. That was not the case. I was like, I'm about to break this scooter and throw it in the river, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to get charged for that. So I actually did the right thing, and I called my co-host. I got picked up, and I didn't have to deal with that retarded scooter no more.
Now let me tell you how bad this was. I paid for everybody's scooter.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Me and Jesus were so drunk. We didn't even know how to get on the scooters. So you're like, I got it. I figured it out. So you set up all of our scooters, and me getting lost, I ran up a tab.
I had to pay $27 for his ass.
But it's all right. I made up for it. I got us tacos the next day. Chips and queso and tacos. At the best taco place in the world, Torchy's.
It was pretty good. You got to try the Baja shrimp.
The Baja shrimp is delicious. I like the beef fajita, and we love the...
we bet you do like the beef fajita.
I can't say anything these days. I thought we were in 2021. I thought we were past this. But I do love the chips and queso. They do have the best chips and queso in the world. And this is coming from a man that's eaten in more hole-in-the-wall restaurants than you can even imagine.
No comment.
But it was pretty interesting, we ended up making it through the night. I fell asleep. My co-host fell asleep. Our guest, Kat, fell asleep on my co-host. And then when he woke up, his face was swollen. It was hilarious.
My
he looked like one of the missing Cheetah Girls.
I look like Martin Lawrence when he got beat up in a boxing match.
What was it? What was that from?
The Martin TV show when he got beat up, his face is all lumpy.
Oh yeah. It was a TV show. I forget. He did so much stuff. I love that movie Blue Streak. You remember the one where he was in the air vents?
I think so.
And then he has to come back and to be a fake cop. Then he actually starts solving crimes, and he's just trying to get the diamond back.
Oh, I remember that.
That was a good movie, but we reached 50 minutes.
Oh, damn.
You know, we try to keep our shows underneath the hour. We hope you enjoyed our true San Antonio tales. I'm just going to go over a couple things as we exit this episode. Subscribe, like the video. It helps us out. It helps us beat the algorithm. We like, comment, subscribe, send to your friends, send to your family. We're going to keep this going and keep on bringing you better content. But you know, we got a lot of things coming down the line. And my co-host, is there anything that you think that's coming next down the pipeline?
You know, coming down, we have more guests coming. We have bigger and better shows. We have reaction videos coming. We have live shows coming. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Felix Supreme 305. Follow my host also,
Papa O'Block on Twitter. And then on Instagram, it is Tales from the Crib 2-0. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say. I kind of lost my place. But we're going to have the current events Tales from the Crib podcast. We do want to have the Tales from the Crib tales. We don't know what we're going to call it yet, but that's where we have maybe our interview with local San Antonio people.
I like that.
And you know, we can have them tell some of their true San Antonio tales. You know, we might have a guest on the regular current events podcast and sports. We might have them guest on the true San Antonio tales section. We do want to get on Twitch and get the gaming section going so we can live stream gaming. And we might even see if we could get into the live shows. We're working on the video, and we might even be able to start having live shows. But we do need to get our subscribers up if we're going to be putting in the effort to have live shows, because we want to make sure that everyone sees us. And the only way that you can see that we have a new video is if you're subscribed to the channel.
Please subscribe so I can stop hearing his mouth.
But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Tales from the Crib is sponsored, official sponsor, non-sponsored, Twisted Tea. We also have Black and Mild. And
we have merch coming soon. Your mother merch coming soon.
Yeah, Tales from the Crib coming from your mother's house. We're going to have your mother's merch, t-shirts, hoodies, you know, so that way you could get decked out in these streets. But we're going to go ahead and call it a day so we could get to the editing so this show could come out, so we could have it for your morning Monday commute. So give us a hit on one last time, Tales from the Crib 2-0 on Instagram. Thanks for listening. Go check out our other views, but y'all have a great day.
Drink up.
Drink up.